What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we have some battle submissions from Nerd Rising using Alolan Sandslash, Araquanid, and Triple Legacy Seaking. This Triple Legacy Seaking, I'm kicking myself, I didn't think about it, is a great idea for a safe swap. Poison Jab, Drill Run, and Icy Wind, that is fantastic coverage across this whole meta. Alright, getting into the first battle, we have Sandslash on the lead versus Gastrodon. So, somewhat of a neutral matchup here. The Sandslash is going to be taking quite a bit of damage from Smackdown and obviously needs to watch out for Flamethrower, but it can get to Bulldoze very, very quickly, and this does do super effective damage against the Gastrodon. So, we'll have to see how both trainers decide to play this, but here comes the first Bulldoze, and they do get the first shield of this game. They're going to go ahead and shield in return. Obviously, Flamethrower, you don't want that thing touching the Alolan Sandslash, and let's see if they get to, the opponent decides to swap out now into Araquanid, so they're going to go ahead and load up on energy and come into the mirror fight. So this may not go their way. Granted, they are a little bit ahead on health when it comes to this mirror match, but they are behind on energy, and that Bubble Beam debuff as well is going to set this back a lot. Now, they're going to decide to go for the Bug Buzz right here. If you're behind on health and energy, right, go for that extra damage if you can, and the Bug Buzz does land for quite a bit of neutral damage. Now, the opponent this has to be a Bug Buzz from them in order to try to flip this mid-game matchup, which they do get, but honestly, I don't know if that is going to be enough because there is still a Seaking in the back that can do well. Oh, no, the opponent gets to the Bubble Beam in time, so they may not be able to survive this, plus the Bug Bites. It's going to be extremely close. Yeah, they lose to fast moves right there because of the damage debuff, but now Seaking can come in and farm down. We do see a Lanturn come in, so this is actually a very good situation. They have Drill Run, and they are ahead on energy, and they don't need to worry about a potential sack swap because both of these both Pokemon, the Lanturn and the Gastrodon, will be taking super effective damage. So they're going to go ahead and shield the potential Thunderbolt. And let's see how, it's going to be a Surf Shield bait. Let's see how the opponent decides to react. They're going to go ahead and swap out and go for Bulldoze now, banking a Drill Run on their Seaking. And this is going to do quite a bit of damage to the Lanturn. The opponent does fire a charge move here. I think this is just going to be another Surf. No, it's going to be a Thunderbolt, not enough to take them down, and Gastrodon comes in. So it is going to be up to Seaking to close this game out. They have to get 2 Drill Runs and take down the Lanturn, but granted, Lanturn just dumped all of its energy. So I think at this pace right here, they're going to be able to get to the Drill Run in time. And it looks like Poison Jab is going to be able to finish this game off against Lanturn because it is so low on health. Oh, very close. Yeah, they do get it. Okay, I was worried the Lanturn might get the Surf right there. Alright, moving to the next battle, we have Sandslash versus Sandslash. Mirror fight, Shadow on the other side, so let's see how they decide to handle this. Obviously, Bulldoze is the move to try to land here, but it's all about who's going to be giving up that shield or who's going to let the Bulldoze through. We do see a CMP tie, so they're going to go ahead and throw up the shield. If it's a Drill Run, or a Bulldoze, I should say, no, it's going to be an Ice Punch, and they did go for their own right here. So if the opponent calls the bait, this is going to be a very tough situation for them. No, double shield, so that is good. Now, they know they lose CMP tie, so they're going to have to swap out, and they do. Perfect. This means they're going to be catching that charge move, and hopefully it is the Bulldoze. No, it's another Ice Punch. Okay, still very good right here. We see the opponent now swap in a Kingdra, so they can actually go for the Icy Wind. This is going to do a decent amount of damage and lower the attack of Kingdra here, so that Dragon Breath just doesn't do as much, but they won't be able to get to another Icy Wind. Oh, they do get to it in time. I thought the opponent might look to throw the charge move, but no, the opponent is now going to be forced to shield if they want to take switch, and they don't, so they're instead going to come in with Lanturn, so now they can safely align their Alolan Sandslash here against Lanturn, which has a lot of energy. But here comes a Surf, and this is where things get very tricky. They're within range now of Surf and Thunderbolt because of the added damage, so they have to go for back-to-back Bulldoze, and they also need to be careful about the opponent potentially swapping out here to try to catch a charge move. Let's see if they can get to it in time. The opponent swaps out, so they're going to come in with their Araquanid here. and look to go for a Bubble Beam, but the Sandslash is going to be able to fire off a couple charge moves. Both Bulldoze and Ice Punch are resisted, so it's just better to go for the Ice Punches since it is Stab, and will do enough chip damage, but this is going to be very close. If the Araquanid can potentially farm down right here, they can go for a Bug Buzz against Lanturn. That should be a good game, because with the added Bulldoze in the back, I think that'll be just enough damage. So let's see if they can pull this off. They're going to go ahead and go for Bug Buzz, and then I think it'll come down to a CMP tie if the opponent decides to look for the hard farm down, which they're actually going to be forced to throw energy right here. This is unfortunate for Lanturn, as they do get to 2 Bug Buzz now in order to close this game, so that is going to be a good one. Araquanid also looking very strong in this meta. All right, moving to the next battle. We have Sandslash versus Medicham. Oh no, they went into Open Great League. Oh no, they have to come in with Seaking, and in comes a knockdown. Well, let's see what this team can do in the Open Great League. Granted, have any of you guys accidentally queued into the wrong league? I sure have, and this battler did too, so let's see what they can do with it. Now, the opponent decided to no shield right there, so this is going to open up the door for Seaking to completely flip this mid game, because they could go into double shields right here. They're going to go for another Icy Wind, which is perfect. Now, this is going to debuff the Seaking, or the Knockdown even more. Oh no, they just decided to let it go. They completely took switch advantage. In comes Medicham, and Medicham is going to have to throw a Psychic in order to take out the Seaking, and they can safely go for a Drill Run here, looking to do a bit more neutral damage, and they aren't too concerned about the debuff because they know that the Medicham is likely going to swap out. Seaking almost able to get to a second charge move as well, but now they can align Araquanid to Medicham, which is actually a good matchup right here for them. And let's see what the final Pokemon in the back is going to be, as the opponent is deciding to stay in, looking to go for one more Psychic right here. Yeah, it is going to be the Psychic. Not too much damage against the Araquanid, and they are sitting very comfortable right now. They're going to go ahead and just overload on energy. No shield again against a... Oh, it was just an Ice Punch right there. Good call. And it's going to be a Charizard in the back. Uh-oh. This game is going to get dangerous very quickly. Bubble Beam is going to get no shielded. They swap now into Sandslash on a hope and a prayer that they can close this game out against a Shadow Charizard with 2 shields. This is looking very bad. They shielded the Blast Burn. That is huge right there. The opponent knows that they can go for back-to-back Blast Burns, but ultimately the Shadow Claw damage is going to add up, and they will be able to get off 2 Ice Punches right here, forcing the final shields now from Charizard. And remember, Araquanid still has a bit of energy, so this is going to be a very close one, because Charizard is going to be forced to throw a Blast Burn, and this is going to be beyond boom. This might take out Sandslash and its whole family. Boom! 1 shots, and now Araquanid's going to come in. No, they get to another charge move. I think this is going to be the Dragon Claw. It is going to be the Dragon Claw. Not enough to take them down. They do get the Bubble Beam in time, though. So now it's going to be Medicham versus Araquanid. Counter versus Bug Bite. Who's going to win? Araquanid wins. Beautiful. So they queued into the wrong league and still won. That is awesome. All right, we got Sandslash on the lead versus Gastrodon. Again, we saw how this matchup played before, where the Bulldoze is going to be very threatening and they can outpace the Gastrodon to the charge move, but they do need to be very fearful about the Flamethrower, so they're just going to go ahead, and there's no reason to be shield baiting here against a Gastrodon. If you do and they no shield it, you're going to fall so far behind, so it's just better to just go straight for Bulldozes in these situations. So they're going to go ahead and shield that Flamethrower. And now let's see what the opponent decides to do. Are they going to decide to stay in or swap out like we saw in Game 1? They're deciding to stay in, so we will see a second Bulldoze come through. And if this gets a second shield, which it does, they are weak in the back to Sandslash. So this could be a huge tell that there are some Grass-type Pokemon back there, and Araquanid likes the Grass-type Pokemon. They're going to go ahead and shield that Flamethrower. Let's see if the opponent swaps out. They're not swapping out, so they're going to go ahead and go for the Bulldoze now. And this is where they might want to swap out if this doesn't KO here. Yeah, it's not going to KO. They might want to... Ooh. It's going to be close. Oh, they get to another one in time. I didn't think they were going to make it, but they did. And this is going to be enough damage now to take out the Gastrodon. Let's see what's coming. Grass Pokemon? No, it's going to be a Kingdra instead. Okay. So let's just see what they decide to come in with. Seaking can debuff. Araquanid is bulky. What are they going to decide? They're going to decide on the Seaking right here with Poison Jab and Icy Wind, and they should be able to get that pretty quickly. And they might be hard reading that there is a Grass-type Pokemon in the back. Again, if that Bastiodon double shielded on the lead, they desperate... Yeah, there is! There's an Abomasnow in the back. You saw it. I saw it. We saw it coming from left field, and Araquanid loves to gobble up these Grass-type Pokemon, especially the Abomasnows, because Energy Ball isn't going to do too much damage. They are doing super effective with Bug Buzz and Bug Bite. You'll love to see it. I hope this should be one-shotting right here. Boom! Down goes the Abomasnow, and that is looking to be a good game. Kingdra is going to be forced. It has to be an Outrage. If it's not, and it's Octazooka, no, it is going to be the Outrage. So now, this is still going to be a close one, but I don't think Kingdra has enough time to get to the next charge move because Poison Jab should be able to take them out, and it does. So that is going to be a good game, very well played. All right, moving into the next one. We have Sandslash on the lead versus Swampert. Okay, so the whole team does pretty decent at it, and they're going to go ahead and come in with the Seaking instead, and in comes a Lanturn. Again, the beautiful situation where Drill Run is going to be putting in a lot of work, and they can outpace to the charge moves, which is beautiful. So there goes the first one. They do get a shield right there. They're going to go ahead and throw their first charge move. I wasn't counting, but I'm guessing it's just going to be Thunderbolt. It is going to be the Thunderbolt. Oh, boom! Down goes the Seaking. That is unfortunate. Now they're going to have to rely on the Sandslash in order to take this Lanturn down, which if Lanturn wants to, could potentially double shield to get some shields and chip away some health here from Sandslash. But they're going to let this Surf go through. No need to shield that first one. Now they just got to overload on energy and look to go for Bulldoze right here. I don't even think this is enough damage to take out a Lanturn. Bulldoze is such a bad ground-type move. Yeah, it wasn't enough, which means they do get to another Surf in time. This is now going to force the first shield from Sandslash as they stop the Surf right there. But they can farm down. Now they do have an Ice Punch ready to go for Swampert. So they're going to go ahead and go for that, and now they need to come in with that Araquanid and hope that it can handle whatever is going to be in the back. As the Ice Punch gets shielded, they come in with Araquanid, and let's see what's going to be back there. Swampert is staying in. I wonder if it has Sludge Wave. That'd be the only reason why they stay in. No, it has the Earthquake. That does nothing. And it's going to be a Cradily in the back. And what does Araquanid love? The Grass-type Pokemon. Om nom 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 nom. This thing is gobbling them up. And this is a beautiful sight to see as Araquanid is going to be core breaking right here. Boom! That just does so much damage. Completely obliterates Cradily. In comes a Swampert and they surrender. Good battle. All right, moving to the next one, we have Sandslash on the lead versus Abomasnow. So this is a pretty good matchup for them as they will be resisting the charge moves right here and fast moves. And we do see a Cradily swap in. So, oh man, Sandslash is like, is your whole team weak to me? Like, am I going to stay in this whole time? Remember, they still have the Araquanid and they have the Seaking. And Araquanid can just come in, safely no-shield the Stone Edge right here. I'm guessing it's going to be a Stone Edge. No, they went for Grass Knot instead. They can safely no-shield that and fully farm down. Here comes another one. This might be the Stone Edge, but either way, they can survive. No, they're going to go ahead and shield. They do stop the Stone Edge right there. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and farm down. And now they can get a shield back from Abomasnow because Abomasnow does not want to come into this matchup. They must be extremely weak. This must be like a triple grass team. I wouldn't be... Oh, that's so much damage. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Ludicolo back there. What is that final Pokemon? No, it's going to be a Blaziken. All right, this is beautiful. Now they can set up, apply the debuff that now Blaziken cannot get rid of because there is no Pokemon to swap out. So this is a checkmate kind of game. Double Bubble Beam right here. They're probably going to be getting the first shield now from Blaziken, and they can easily swap out into Seaking. Oh, they're going to come in with Sandslash instead and look to Shadow Claw down. No, just force the energy right here. So Blaziken now is going to be throwing the Blaze Kick. Boom! But now Seaking can close this game out, right? Poison Jab is going to be taking this one. They are safe now. They don't have to worry about getting baited and then getting Brave Bird. They can safely shield, fully stop the charge move, and it is actually going to be Blast Burn. So they Poison Jab down. That is going to be a good game, very well played. All right, moving to the next one, we have Sandslash on the lead versus Gastrodon. Uh-oh. This is a tough one to face off against. They're going to go ahead and swap into the Seaking, and in comes a Kingdra. So once again, the Icy Wind Poison jab damage is going to be very nice here, and they might be able to get themselves shield advantage, which they do. Perfect. That's also a shiny Kingdra right there as well. So now, do they note? I think this is just Octazooka. It could be Outrage. It could be Outrage. No, it was just an Octazooka. Good call right there. They saw it, and now they're going to go for the Drill Run. This does more damage than the Icy Wind, and let's see. They decided to no-shield. That means they take switch advantage back. What a sneaky charge move right there, and an instant surrender. Good game. All right, moving to the next one, we got Sandslash versus Blaziken. Okay, hard lead loss. We will see that Seaking come in. Oh, no, the Araquanid's actually going to be coming in. The opponent comes in with the Abomasnow. Ew, my goodness, Abomasnows. You guys do not want to face Araquanid. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to swap into this spider because it is going to destroy you. Boom! One-shots it right there. Oh, this is so satisfying to watch. Okay. I think that's just a surrender. I'm going to be honest. Oh, a Kingdra comes in. Okay. They're just going to go ahead and go for another Bug Buzz. This Araquanid is putting in so much work right now. Oh, this is beautiful to see. Bug Buzz gets shielded right there. That's fine. They have the Sandslash now that they can align to Kingdra, and they have the Seaking that they can align to Blaziken, and that is going to be a good game as they no-shield the Outrage, which is resisted, and they both simultaneously swap into the other Pokemon, and they can safely double shield right here. And this is, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Having the Abomasnow come into Araquanid was a tough situation. Now, they're going to opt to go for Icy Wind. Even though this is resisted, getting the debuff and the shield will make counter do less damage now, where they should be able to farm down. They're going to have the shield. I actually don't think they'll be able to farm down. This is going to be very, very close. Blaziken can get to another Blaze Kick here. Oh, this is so close. No, they do farm down in time, and they do surrender, so that is going to be a good game. All right, moving to the next one, we have Sandslash versus Empoleon on the lead. So Bulldoze is the charge move to watch out for, and Waterfall and Hydro Cannon from Empoleon is going to do a lot of work. Now, they tried to catch the Hydro Cannon there on Seaking, and I like that play. They're definitely going to need to do that on the next one, and it's very predictable to catch the charge move on Empoleon because it's just going to be 5 Waterfalls to the Drill Run and the Hydro Cannon, or not the Drill, sorry, Drill Peck and the Hydro Cannon. They did get a shield right there, so now they can go for the Bulldoze, and this is a beautiful situation where they can force 2 shields early. Boom! Down goes Empoleon, in comes Lanturn. Now Lanturn's actually going to be able to get the Surf here, and they catch the Surf on the Seaking. What a beautiful play, keeping Sandslash alive back there with energy, and in comes another Kingdra. And this, we know how this matchup goes. The Icy Wind applies that debuff. Seaking won't be able to farm down, but granted, this the Kingdra won't be able to farm down. Granted, this Seaking is low on health, but they do get to the Drill Run in time anyways. Oh man, this is beautiful. Seaking putting in some work right here, taken down. Oh, barely not taken down. And the Kingdra throws the energy. This is even better. Actually, they might want to come in with Sandslash here. Yeah, they want to come in with Sandslash, get that extra energy. They have Bulldoze for the Lanturn, which decides to come in and actually surrender. So that is going to be a good game. All right, moving to the next one, we got Sandslash on the lead versus Typhlosion. Uh-oh. This is going to be an Incinerate Typhlosion. It is Incinerate, so they got to swap out right away into the Seaking, get ahead on energy, and in comes a Charizard. So this is actually beautiful because the Icy Winds and Poison jabs are doing neutral damage here. So they might be able to take this. Oh, they can definitely take switch advantage right here. This is a very good situation for them if the... easily shield. The Charizard should have thrown earlier because now they cannot get off 2 charge moves as they stop that Blast Burn. And now we will see Typhlosion come in. They're going to go ahead and go for Icy Wind Shield Bait. Granted, they cost the same energy, but the Icy Wind will apply the debuff and they get a shield, which means... oh, they're just going to let it go. Okay. So this is actually a good setup for them as Araquanid can come into the Typhlosion here and take less damage from Incinerate while still having Bubble Beam. So here comes a Blast Burn. They're going to no-shield it. This is going to do a lot of damage. But a Typhlosion and a Charizard on the same team with a Swampert in the back. Very deadly. So they're going to go ahead and swap now into Sandslash, banking all the energy on Araquanid. And hopefully Araquanid can close this game out. Oh, it's the Earthquake! Boom! Lord of mercy, this is a back and forth. They're going to go ahead and go for Bug Buzz right now. Oh, man. If this gets no-shielded, it gets no-shielded. Boom! Right back! And in comes Typhlosion. They can get the Bubble Beam off in time. And I think this might be a good game. I don't think Typhlosion has enough time to get to 2 Blast Burns here. Oh, it's going to be so close. They go for the extra Incinerate. Oh, man, they can safely shield, and they have the Bubble Beam ready to go. So that is going to be a good game. Very well played. What a close one. What a back and forth right there. The Seaking taking down the Charizard easily. The Swampert getting one-shotting the Sandslash. The Araquanid one-shotting the Swampert. All over the place. All right, so we got Lanturn here on the lead. So good lead for them because of the backline and also having Bulldoze. So let's see how they decide to play this out. The opponent's looking to throw the first charge move, and they're going to go ahead and let it go through. Let's see what it's going to be. It is going to be that Thunderbolt for quite a bit of neutral damage. And now, hopefully, the opponent does not swap out. But I don't know about you guys, but even when I overload on energy, like go 3 or 4 fast moves above, they still catch it all the time. And they do land the Bulldoze. That is actually huge for them because now they can shield and safely go for Ice Punches in order to threaten a shield here from Lanturn, which is what they're going to look to do as they do have nearly double Ice Punches ready to go. And if this forces a shield, it's going to be a very close race. No, they decide to let it go. Okay, so Lanturn is down. That frees up Seaking and Araquanid in the back, potentially. Oh, and it's going to be an Abomasnow in the back with Razor Leaf. You guys know Araquanid is itching to get into this fight right now as the Ice Punch does land. Here comes the Araquanid. Out swaps a Cradily, and Araquanid is going to Core Break right here. Now, they tried to catch the charge move on Seaking. It's still... this is still going to be a close one. They still have 2 shields. They did stop the Stone Edge, which is good. And now they have to go for Bubble Beams, right? Oh, okay. In my head, they got to go for Bubble Beams to lower the damage that's going to be coming through. But if they land this... Okay, it does get shielded, and they do swap now into Seaking to catch the charge move. This is a Stone Edge, which it was. It's only neutral damage, and now because of the defense drop there, they can do so much more damage with Poison Jabs and look to force a shield here with Icy Wind. No, the opponent lets it go. They're going to come in with Abomasnow here and Razor Leaf down, but ultimately Araquanid has way too much health, and they just need to get to this Bubble Beam. No, they're just going to farm down. Good game. All right. What a set of battles. Is that the last one? Are we done already? Oh, we're done. Oh, man, what a beautiful set of battles from Nerd Rising. Sandslash, Araquanid, and Seaking. Honestly, a beautiful team right there for the Weather Cup. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Shout out to Nerd Rising. Thank you for sharing these with us. And like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.